And I don't want subtitles blocked.
NPC behavior.
Hey, fuck you. New game, dude. How you doing, Cursed? Are you still thirsty? You still a cutie pie? It could. It's inspired by Taiwanese history. The sub. All right, I was worried about that, but I'm fine with the groceries being slightly cut off. I'll move ReactBot a little bit more later. Once I can access a menu. Again. Principal again. I like Lucia a lot. Devil May Cry 2. It's a shame she's in a terrible game. Alright. And you know, no shade if you happen to like Devil May Cry 2. I just don't. Okay, we're gonna move ReactBot there. Hopefully that'll be fine. Jojo. Fuck it, we'll just move him up here. For now. Jojo's floating. Hey! Detect the game. Thank you. A drawing done by Mei Shin. Li Fang's solo photo. Her Kui Pao dress helped establish her iconic image. The red arowana, a pet fish considered to bring luck and prosperity. Yeah, I like the character of Lucia a lot. A lot. She's great. And her design is pretty cool, too. Hey, you stop that. I just wish she was in a better game. And that, game is actually really quiet, so I'm gonna crank this up a bit. And hope that I don't get drowned out when shit gets loud and spooky. Alright, it seems fine. I wish she was in Devil May Cry 5. Granted, this is a quiet section of the game in general, so... should be good. Should be fine. Give Lucia her redemption. Similarly, I would have liked to see Dante's previous costumes be unlockable in Devil May Cry 5 and Nero's previous costume. Instead, all we got was just recolors of their 5 costumes. Yeah, this game is great. I love it. Even though it's basically a walking sim horror game, I love the game's narrative and some of the puzzles in it. I think it's phenomenal. You just can't buy it on Steam or GOG. Or get it on consoles. Because, well, hi. Because the Chinese government got really, really mad over a fucking meme. Mei Shin's room. The bathroom. Hey! Oh no. If it gets too loud, then, you know, I'll crank the volume down, but right now, game volume is uncranked compared to normal, because we're kind of in a really quiet section of the game. Hey! Hey, who are you? Hey, that was rude. How dare you? House key. Key found in the mailbox. It's labeled 1980. The year of the monkey, 1980. Let's see. What about the year of the curse, though? Craft paper envelope delivered to yours truly. Screenwriter, Du Fengyu. Episode 1. Scene 1. Living hall. Daytime. Daytime. Interior. Close-up. The husband carries a potted plant over to the window and places it on the sill. Husband, smiling. People say that tulips symbolize elegance and sweetness, just like our child. Wife. Like you know, our child hasn't even been born yet. All right. Let's finish organizing and get dinner ready. The flower isn't blooming anytime soon, so let's eat. Soup's getting cold. Close up. The couple arrange their new home together. They hang her paintings on an empty wall, set his medals on the cabinet, and place their china on the shelves. With a human touch, the empty abode begins to feel more like a home. After adjusting some furniture, the husband returns to the living hall and finds his wife waiting for him with a gift. Moving in. Hey, who's in here? The bathroom. Hanging nails. Photo. Photo of Li Fang in her glory days. Signatures of the film crew adorn the picture. Bao Dao Artistry Prize, Best Screenplay Award. Another trophy to add to my proud collection. Bowls found in the packing box. Who's making that racket? An empty dish rack. Li Fang usually readies dinner for us. Cal, you love spooky dishes. That's why they call you Spooky Dishes Cal. Display cabinet. A collection of best screenwriter trophies. Lulu, creamy apple flavored. Cal, you love creamy apple flavors. That's why they call you Creamy Apple Cal. Look, I don't know, man. I just work here, dude. I know that the chip variety is a lot more wild in Asian territories. Like, I've seen Mountain Dew flavored Cheetos. I'm just like, what? What? So creamy apple doesn't really surprise me. I'm sure if you like apples and apple-flavored chips, that, you know, probably pretty good. Oh no, it's all dark and spooky. Hey, who put all this mold here? Decorative doll. Made of icing. Cal, you love decorative dolls. That's why they call you Decorative Doll Cal. Cal, you love apple-flavored potato. You also love potato-flavored apples. My dear Feng Yu, this is the lighter you've always wanted. You must be exhausted from all the unpacking. Get some rest. I want you to know that I'll support you always. Happy Father's Day. Your loving wife. Cal, you love loving wives. That's why they call you Wife Lover Cal. Who's chirping? Cal, are you chirping? I'm not touching that. Looking around first. It could be bees. No, there are no bees. That's just what somebody who was chirping would say. Cal's trying to claim she's not chirping. We all know the truth. Cal loves to chirp. That's why they call her Chirp Time Cal. The Year of the Tiger, 1986. Cal, you love the Year of the Tiger. That's why they call you Year of the Tiger Cal. Key found in mailbox. It's labeled 1986. She's in the first grade. Cigarettes. An indispensable item for every writer. Yeah. That's why Cal smokes 2 cartons a day. School Correspondence Journal 1. Monday, February 24, 1986. Homework. Chapter 1, Chinese Vocabulary. Arithmetic Practice A, page 7 through page 8. Daily Journal. Today I cleaned my room and Daddy helped me put all my toys away. My room has a very big bed. I can play house on top of it. Teacher's comments. You should try to cleaning your room yourself. Teacher Chen Yi Jun. Quiz scores, vocabulary 95 points, math 97 points, parent signature due. See, even though, like, the game basically mostly boils down to, like, this apartment, and it's very PT-esque, I personally feel that it kind of does its own thing, and it's unique and surreal enough in its own unique way. And it's exceptionally well written. So, like, even though it's a bit longer, well, way longer than PT, but kind of I'm usually in the sentiment that, you know, if you're kind of trying to 8 PT, your game needs to be really short, because PT doesn't have a lot to work with. But I think personally that the narrative of Devotion is strong enough to carry it for a slightly longer running time. I remember once owning a Polaroid camera. Ceramic doll. A doll used when playing house. Cal, you love dolls playing house. That's why they call you House Player Cal. Small chair, used when playing house. Birthday Grab. The birthday grab is a ceremony performed for a baby who's reached 1 year of age. In ancient times, the chances of a baby dying young were high. It was rare to reach the age of 1, so it was cause for celebration. Therefore, in present times, to honor the ancestors and anticipate a safe and healthy future for the baby, this ceremony has become an important custom. People believe that placing various items in front of the baby and seeing what it grabs can predict what type of career the baby will have in the future. Commonly used items include a pen, ink, paper, enamel, an abacus, a garden tools, seals, etc. Other items include homophonic objects that correspond to careers or traits. Garlic sounds like calculate in Chinese and can represent an accounting career. Onion sounds like smart and can represent an intellectual career. The direction of a child's development is of great significance to parents, especially in modern times. Parents expect a lot from a child's early education, and it is wise to cultivate the child's interests and expertise from a young age to develop a head start in his or her career. Besides the singing, Mei Xin also loves doodling. Cal, you love doodling. Piano. Well, they call you Doodle Time Cal. Hey, how's it going? Piano songbook. Mei Xin's piano practice book. See what else is here. Mold? I think it's mold. Birthday cake. Oh my god. Alright, BRB. Alright, let's get back to it. Sorry about that. I thought that would go on for a bit longer. Had to quickly grab something. Sub Santa, how's it going, dude? So I might actually make a tweak to Back to Ghoul. So we'll see how that plays out. Because there's a thing going on that I kind of want to be involved in. But it conflicts with Back to Ghoul, and it conflicts with something else. Namely, the Capcom Creators Program is doing a thing for spooky season, where they want their creators to try to marathon through as many of the Resident Evil games as possible before Halloween. Now, you may know that Resident Evil Legacy got unlocked. I was supposed to start that in January. So I might pivot to that and then continue Back to Ghoul afterwards, but giving Back to Ghoul a minor extension because of it. Because I can win a collector's edition of a bunch of different Resident Evil games. Script birthday. And so today they celebrate their child's birthday as candles light the cozy room, the joy of family in peaceful celebration. Husband, my sweet child, what gift would you prefer? Father, will you grant anything? Child, I am grateful, father, mother, but I do not wish for a gift. I just want our family to be mirthful and content. Narration. For the child, such an ordinary moment would be especially cherished. If you'd like to know why, we must talk about that strange illness. Said I could break up Resident Evil Legacy into 2 chunks, so we'll see. I think I will do it, and then we'll start it at the, whatchamacallit? My record day, which is on Thursday. Key found in the mailbox. It's labeled 1985. Year of the Ox, 1985. Okay. Notice of injury or illness. To the parents, greetings. Third-year student Du Mei Shen. Date 11:45 a.m., March 18th, 1985. Cause difficulty breathing, sent to school clinic. Actions taken, emergency transportation to hospital. Message to parents. Further medical testing is advised as early as possible. After receiving this notice and seeking further medical attention, have the doctor fill out the reply form with the treatment provided. Return the reply slip to the school medical clinic so that we may continue to provide the student with medical care. Wash hands before entering. Diagnostic report, name Du Mei Shen, medical record 30018, gender female, age 10 years, department thoracic specialist, symptoms chest tightness, difficulty breathing, medical order, patient's x-ray and blood work analysis, normal, no physical ailments observed, recommend, cut x-ray. Script, protracted illness. Scene 4, child's room, night, interior. Close-up, candles illuminate the bed and the herbal tea remedy. Child weekly. Father, when will we go down into the big city? Husband, we cannot do so under these troubling circumstances. Son, when your illness is past, Mother and I will take you anywhere you'd like. Father, the needles are painful. This treatment is unbearable. The husband pulls the acupunctural needles out of his child. No more pain, no more pain. Father won't have you suffer any longer. Okay, it looks like, at the very least, hypothetically, I don't think my dog is getting picked up, because Shadow's barking because the mail just got delivered. Hypothetically, unless it's getting picked up while I'm talking, in which case that would suck. No more pain, no more pain. Father won't have you suffer any longer. The child, tired from crying, drifts into sleep. Wife, how is this going to work? It's been such a long time. My heart aches. Husband, set your mind at ease. I have another way. Oh boy.
喂，杜先生，我是何老师。你的情况我了解了，不用担心。你先来楼上见我。
Gonna get a bit toasty. The lighter isn't needed here. Let me go grab the mail real quick while this plays out. Hopefully nothing. I don't need to do anything.
七彩新舞台。巨星的摇篮。现在总算到了我们儿童组挑战者的表演，一起来欣赏杜美心小朋友为大家带来的《码头姑娘》，掌声欢迎！
Right back. Back just in time, baby. Here, how's it going, dude? No, I'm sorry to hear that you have stomach pain, dude. That's unfortunate. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't remember if I need to do anything. Yeah, I didn't need to do anything. It's been a hot minute since I played through this. Jeery weary, quite contrary. Cutie pie jeer, dancing in the sea. There used to be an article here, but it's been torn off. Hey! Collect the fragments of the past. Traverse into a flawless present. Something used to fit here, but I can't remember what. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to do that back to Ghoul pivot thingy on Thursday. So that should be exciting. $1986. And I'll make it an official announcement in the Discord post-stream. After I double-check the dates and everything like that. The Year of the Monkey, 1980. Cookie gift box. Traditional cookie box with a fortuitous design. Jir, you love fortuitous designs. That's why they call you Fortuitous Design Jir. Gronkles. Various prayer offerings and items laid out for a household guardian ceremony. Wife's notes and to-do list. The Jade Emperor deity assigns a pair of household guardians, a husband and wife's demigod couple, to watch over a family's home. Before moving in, a welcoming ceremony must be performed for the guardians to ensure a family's health, fortune, and peace. 5 a.m., buy at the market. Fish, chicken, pork belly, balanced, sweet rice balls, radish, a symbol of luck, soda, rice cakes, red envelopes, incense, spirit money, liquor, rice wine, 3 cups, filled 4/5 of the way, apples for guests, pineapple, ceremony use. 7 a.m. Preparation. So let me give Grunkles McFuckles a shoots. 7 a.m. Preparation. Clean and spray yin-yang water. Attach red paper to furniture. Spread coins in room corners. Put tokens in water jug. Set up mahjong. Prepare oolong tea for aunt. White tea for uncle. Herbal tea for grandma. Make sweet rice balls for guests. Buy all new cooking essentials. Must be finished by the afternoon. Before I continue, let me double check that date thing. See if it's even worth doing. No, that's... Yes, okay, so this was announced today. I think it is... Let me copy this real quick. Let me see if it has any specifics. Okay, so I have to submit by... the 29th. What does that give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 days. Yeah, I think it can do it. Okay. So, this morning, or rather about a couple hours ago, Greedy, the Capcom Creators Program made a special announcement in their Discord saying, "It's time for a trip back to Raccoon City. Along the way, we might take stops at the village and the Baker family homestead. It's really up to you. This month, we're challenging you to complete as many Resident Evil titles as you can. We should be able to provide keys for remakes 6, 7, and Village. We have 30 collector's editions to give away." I'm not sure if this is collector's editions of previous games or Requiem collector's edition. 30 collector's editions to give away for this event, so up to 30 creators who participate will receive one. Each Resident Evil game that I play on stream results in an entry into the raffle. As you know, I was planning Resident Evil Legacy in prep for Resident Evil Requiem, but that was supposed to start in January. So, what I'm thinking of doing, based on this, is pivoting slightly and incorporating Resident Evil Legacy into Back to Ghoul. So the main list would effectively be on hold in order to marathon through as many of these fuckers as possible. So what that's going to require is some form of extension to Back to Ghoul. So I think the Extra Life extension will still apply, but just the months will be different. And I'm going to break Resident Evil Legacy up into like 2 chunks. Main games plus remakes in 22 days. Resident Evil 6, who is going to be the biggest issue. And then spin-offs post Back to Ghoul. I mean, look, it's not like I'm opposed to playing Resident Evil, Jer. And a free collector's edition would be nice. I don't know if this is a collector's edition of like Requiem or 4 Remake or Village or what. It still would be nice though. So yeah, I think I'm going to start that tomorrow. I'll make the official announcement in the Discord. And we'll just go from there. Yeah, okay, I already read all that. I mean, you know, Resident Evil is spooky. Fan games and mods do not count, however, for the submission process. So something like Kendo's Cut, which I was planning on potentially including as a bonus for Resident Evil Legacy, can't be submitted. But I can still include it in the Resident Evil Legacy that post Back to Ghoul, like for the bonus stuff and extension stuff, you know. So we'll go through like the main franchise now, plus remakes, and spin-offs after Back to Ghoul. And by spin-offs, I mean the weirder, obscure shit. Like Umbrella Chronicles, assuming I can get that working, and Darkside Chronicles, Outbreak, Operation Raccoon City, etc., so on and so forth. Because I include Dead Aim as part of the main list. Same with Survivor, because they're canon, dude. They're mega ultra hyper canon. Letter from wife's friend to Li Fang. Are you doing well? I was glad to receive your letter. Your friends in the business were saddened to hear of your decision to leave the movie industry. Remember when we were younger, us showbiz sisters made a promise to fly high together. But after you started a family, reality cut that dream short. As your good friend, I understand your predicament, and I can't help but guess that your family's decision to sell their ancestral home must merely be a temporary fix to a deeper problem. Please remember that we will always support you no matter what you do. You are welcome to come back to us at any time, and we wish you and your family peace and prosperity. By the way, am I sounding okay? These are all the new, like, Greedy's aware, but these are all the new mic settings for The Thing. And I've been a little concerned as to how everything will go. I did notice one problem, which is going to be, it's still kind of an issue for stream, and I need to see if there's a way to properly, like, fix that. So it's like, it you know, for stream purposes. But it should be fine for The Thing. And that's if I get really, really loud, like I get jump scared and scream, or if I laugh really loudly, the audio will 100% cut out. Because I have safeguards in place to prevent the audio from peaking. But I need to figure out a way to make it so I can be loud and angry and or loud and happy without audio getting super shitty. Listen, those kids probably are tax evaders. Besides, granted, it's not streaming, but to quote Avenue Q, you can be loud as the hell you want when you're making love. This is my secret hideout. The password's on my favorite picture. By the way, for those unfamiliar, Avenue Q is a Broadway musical involving puppets. Vinyl record. The title track of the album is Lady of the Pier. It's theme song for Li Fang's breakout movie. Also, I'm really glad that you like this, Greedy. Like I said, this is one of my favorite recent horror games. Recent-ish horror games. And I think it's criminal that more people aren't aware of it and that it's not on Steam and GOG and consoles. Like, I don't normally vibe with walking sims unless they're, like, exceptionally well written and interesting, and Devotion is the pinnacle of walking sims for me. Walking sim horror games, because I think it's exceptionally well written. And I enjoy the puzzles. Even though it's PT-esque and it's a bit lengthier than PT. Yeah, but Soma, you still have to evade enemies unless you're playing on that one difficulty where they remove them. So I don't normally classify Amnesia and Soma as like walking sims because, or even Outlast, because, you know, there's enemies to evade. But like in Devotion, there's literally no risk of death, if memory serves. Layers of Fear, there's like risk of death maybe like once or twice throughout the entirety of the game, but it's basically just a walking sim. And normally when it's like a PT clone and it's super long, like Layers of Fear, and even Layers of Fear isn't that long, I feel that the mechanics outstay their welcome because there's nothing substantial on display, and it doesn't help the fact that the writing in Layers of Fear, for me anyway, is not very good. Whereas in Devotion, the writing is phenomenal. The story is phenomenal. The history is phenomenal, and its use and mix of Taiwanese culture, history, and horror is just a gut-wrenching experience. Like, for me, when I first beat this game, I had a similar reaction to when I beat Silent Hill 2 for the first time, or Silent Hill Shattered Memories, or Rule of Rose. Like, yeah, Detention as well. Like, Detention is really exceptionally well written as well. I want that broken, hollow, empty, crushing feeling. For me, that's like my preferred horror. Like, I love horror schlock, but for me to like really get under my skin, it needs phenomenal writing that will kind of make me feel like I want to curl up in a ball and go to sleep forever after the fact. Shining Star Kiki. Connect the dots. Kiki has her crown, shoes, red dress, and she's ready to shine on stage. Like, jump scares will startle me from time to time. They normally don't, but they will admittedly startle me from time to time. But that isn't, I don't necessarily equate that to being scared. For me personally, it's normally just startling. You've turned my deepest misery into a comforting flower. Flower pot. And I realize, you know, horror is subjective. So, like, everybody's different, but that's just my sentiment. And just the way to truly spook me and make me feel weirded out or creeped out is subtlety and or exceptional, phenomenal writing that makes me feel dead inside. There's one jump scare in this game that got you. It felt earned, which is more than you... Yep, exactly. I don't recall the jump scare in question, because it is... I think my only playthrough of this was in 2021 or 2022. I don't remember. Basically, whenever Red Candle made their eShop and put it up on their eShop, that's when I bought the game, and then I like played it immediately. Well, and that's also the thing too, is like with jump scares, I don't mind jump scares if they are well earned and set up properly and they're few and far between. Like, through all your time in Goon flicks, Greedy, that one jump scare from The Exorcist 3, with the nurse, I think that's one of the best jump scares in cinema. The two jump scares in The Thing, with the defibrillator scene and the blood test scene, those are exceptionally well done. Like, both of those movies kept jump scares few and far between, built up the tension, and when they did a jump scare, it was earned, and it was well set up, and it wasn't a jump scare for the sake of a jump scare. Like, something meaningful happened and progressed and changed in the story when that jump scare happened. And that's what I want, usually. Although I'm fine if something is set up and earned. Like, one of my favorite jump scares in video games is in Silent Hill 1. When you're in the school and you're investigating the locker and you open it and it's just a cat. And then you turn around and walk a couple feet and then a corpse falls out of a locker. It's sudden, it's impactful. It was well set up because up until that point, the game has mostly just been atmosphere with enemies and whatnot. You're on edge because it's a creepy game, dude. I like it. The Tale of Sigu Guanyin, Spirit Serpent. Once again, I apologize for bastardizing Taiwanese names. According to legend, it happened in a small village in southern Fujian. There once lived a poor farmer whose son was too frail to work in the fields. Instead, he was sent to a Buddhist temple to train as a novice monk. Gradually, he became stronger and occasionally journeyed home to assist his father to tend crops. One day, while working in the fields, they came upon a massive striped snake. Apprehensive at first, they approached it slowly, but soon came to understand that it bore them no malice. It would drive away pests like insects and mice, guaranteeing the farmer good harvest for many successive years. Sigu Guanyin, Legends 15. Hammer stand. But yeah, jump scare has to be set up properly and well earned. And ideally cause something meaningful to occur within the narrative. Ideally. Made of, god damn it. Greedy, you may notice that ReactBot and my bars are tinier. JoJo's floating. It's because of the subtitles. And I was like, oh, good. I got them in a spot where they're not going to, block the subtitles. And yet the subtitles are so long sometimes. No! Friends and...
This is giving some freak energy.
Whatever. It's like either the tail end of a long word or something that you can infer. It's fine. It's fine, Chad. Letter from an old friend. To Mr. Du Feng Yu, your screenplay, The Lives I've Lived, has been rejected by 6 directors. May I suggest you drop that fruitless obsession and seriously consider coming up with a new script. If any offense has been taken, I beg your forgiveness. Wishing you the very best. Your friend, Ding Huai Day. Killer Frequency is a really good one too. That got under my skin in a couple moments. It was really good. Same with Silent Hill F. I recommend both of those. Oh fuck! No, I don't. I think I could stay there. Shit. Hey, baby. Maybe I couldn't. I hope so too, because that game is a fucking banger. That game is an absolute banger, Greedy. I do not say that lightly. I adore Killer Frequency. My one criticism about it is that it doesn't really have all that much replay value, since the puzzles are kind of fixed. So like once you know the solutions, you can kind of blitz through it to some extent. And like there's a lot of sequences that are basically unskippable. So like if you try to like replay the game immediately to like get like it's an easy enough game to get like all the achievements in. But if you try to play the game like multiple times in a row, it definitely will feel a little stale. Like there's differences, of course, with how the story can play out, because every single puzzle results in the death or saving of an NPC, right? So the story can play out differently, slightly, but it does admittedly get a little weaker if you like try to play it multiple times in quick succession. So my recommendation to you would be, if you really like the game and you want to like dive in and like get all the achievements in it, my recommendation would be to wait for a little bit and come back at it a little later down the road. So that way it's the playthrough is not quite as stale, you know? But it's a fantastic game. You know, it's a fantastic game. It's like, it's kind of like Devotion, you know, in that way, where it's like if you were to replay, I imagine Devotion immediately after beating it, it would probably feel pretty stale because it's basically just a walking sim. So like, you know, having some time in between playthroughs, I think Mei Shin's been sulking in her room since we can't go on our trip anymore. Could you go and read Mei Shin her favorite storybook? You know, waiting a little bit of time in between and, you know, playing something else in the meantime, I think helps it, you know? Lets it digest, lets you come back at it later. Because, like, again, I'm enjoying Devotion even though I know where the story's going to go, but it's also been a few years since I played it, so it's like, you know, a neat little refresher. Drawing by Mei Shin based on my wine poem. Shoes, a crown, and a red dress are the basic elements of a superstar. It's not like, say, you know, Resident Evil or Silent Hill, where you can just kind of go through it multiple times in quick succession. Poem attached to wine pot. My beloved child, this wine will follow you, sweet and ripe, brewing in the pot, mother's 3 blessings. Wishing your silhouette embraced by silk, wishing your hair illuminated by the stars, wishing your steps admired by all. As I wait patiently, let time mold you into a lustrous jewel. But yeah, I adore Killer Frequency. I even actually went back and played the game that it's based on, because I don't know if you know this, Grady, but the Killer Frequency that's on Steam is actually a remake. The original Killer Frequency was a super short indie horror game made for a game jam that Team 17 did. And they liked it enough that they released it for free on the internet and then remade it into a more fleshed out experience. Yeah, it's super cool. The original game is really, really short, and there's not a lot of meat on its bones, and it's not quite as good. But like the concept was there, and it's still really, really neat. And the remake of it is phenomenal, I think, personally. Ceramic Doll. Oh, and I suppose to make it fair, I did get a key for Killer Frequency, so I did get the game for free. The developer did give me a key to play for it, but I fucking love that game enough that I bought Multiple people copy. I'm pretty sure the copy Greedy has is the one I bought for her. I know I bought it for Lou. I think I bought it for Nico and Renzi as well, and I think I bought it for Koss as well. So, I think I've spent like... I think I purchased it 5 times. And I also bought it on PlayStation 4 so I could get trophies. So, I'm not sucking the developer's dick because they gave me a copy of the game for free. I genuinely love that game. I feel like a game like that is kind of hard to flesh out. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like, it's just 3, and the writing, it's like 3 little puzzles, and the writing isn't quite there yet, and the voice acting is obviously just devs doing shit, but it's neat. The voice acting in the full game is fantastic, and the writing is great as well. It is equal parts creepy and hilarious, because it's kind of going for more of a horror comedy gig. Essay, my family. My family, Du Mei Shen. There are 3 people in my family, my father, my mother, and I. My mother is a housewife who likes to sing while she is cooking. My mother used to be a famous star. Every song she sings sounds perfect. My father is a screenwriter. He writes a lot of words every day. He often works late, and I can't bother him when he works or my mother will scold me. Although I am sick and can't go to school often, Mom and Dad always take care of me at home. My mom says if I get better, I'll be able to play outside more often. I love my mommy and daddy. I wish for us to have a healthy and loving life. Ceramic doll. This can't be used here. No! Ah! But Red Candle also did 9 Souls, which I haven't played. I've only played the demo. Jir did buy me the full game, though, because Jir's a fucking mad lad. So. Sort of like a 2D Souls-like with Sekiro-style parries. And is like Metroidvania-esque, if memory serves. It's not a horror game, but it is also based on like Taiwanese myths and legends and history of Taiwan. Tale of Sigu Guanyin, the Sacrifice. However, nothing good lasts forever. One year, the novice monk suddenly fell victim to a illness. It ravaged his body and soul. He could not eat for days. His health declined rapidly, but the village doctors were stumped. The farmer could do nothing but worry endlessly. At this time, the snake abruptly appeared and said to the farmer, I am a spirit serpent, 1,000 years of age. Since your child's birth, I have witnessed his resolve, his great sense of duty, and his filial piety. His virtuousness outshines even my own. Let me help him through his troublesome bout. Heed my instructions. My flesh and blood, brewed into a medicinal wine, shall remedy his condition instantly. The great spirit serpent delivers a fatal bite unto himself, offering his body to the ever grateful farmer. Sigu Guanyin, Legends 16. But yeah, if you like, if you wind up liking Killer Frequency enough, you can download the original for free to check it out and see how it compares to the original. I liked to do that since I think it's a fascinating trip to see, you know, like how something changes and evolves and whatnot. It's why I like doing the whole, like especially in Goonflix, the original versus remake sort of situation thing, because I think it's fascinating. even if one of the films is dog shit. Or even if the game is dog shit. I would have done that for Layers of Fear, but for as far as I can tell, it's basically a 1-to-1 remake. But without the best part. School Correspondence Journal 2, Thursday, June 13th, 1985. It's boring at home. The same stuff keeps playing on TV. But I'm sick, so I can't go to school. I've been to so many doctors, but I am still not feeling well. I have to write in my journal because my classmates do too. Friday, June 14th, 1985. Today I have to feed Daddy's arowana fish. Must be sad being stuck in its fish tank, just like me in my house. Alarm clock. Doomation. The Mation Show.
夏日，我跟你说，爸爸又骗我了，说好今天要出去玩的，就突然说不能出门。
Door.
我这病明明就已经好了啊，明明说好今天要带我去阿里山的。
This is the other thing too, like the presentation in this game is fantastic and it's weird and surreal. Disease prevention is a civic duty, Department of Health, caring for the public.
我还是进去好了啦，我要带我的故事书去。 还有爸爸的皮包跟妈妈的帽子，我都要带走，我不要让他们用了啦。我把钥匙藏在猪盒里了，在我的秘密基地哦，不要告诉爸爸妈妈哦。
Yeah, I mean, this whole game is gut-wrenching. Especially when you realize what it's about. It is such just a heavy, heavy game. And I love it. I think this is phenomenal.
今天美心呼吸还是很喘，她又很幼，妈给维他命她都不吃。唉，至少她今天有乖乖把医生开的胃药都吃光。哎，怎么所有的药都不见了？
Marble? Fisheye? Poor fishy! Yeah, we read that. It's also neat. It's what I also like about this is like reading into things more. This is apparently like a beautiful companion piece to Detention. Like it's very much a follow up to that and that game's period of history and whatnot. So it's like it's a neat little follow up, I think. School Correspondence Journal 3, Saturday, June 15th, 1985. It's the weekend. Dad said that if I took my medicine, he would take me out to play, but he was lying again. I really took my medicine. I was good today, but Mom and Dad still lied to me. Sunday, June 16th, 1985. Dad bought a bunch of vitamins, but I don't want to take any. It doesn't make me better. We were supposed to go out and play, but we didn't. Daddy always lies. I don't want any vitamins. It doesn't make me better. We were supposed to go out and play, but we didn't. Daddy always lies. I won't take them anymore. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. Locked suitcase. Shadow's barking. Bazinga. Suitcase key. Suitcase key hidden by Mei Shin. Storybook. Flowers and Love. Mei Shin always requests I read this to her at bedtime. Back cover is signed Du Mei Shin. Alright, I'm gonna go on a quick BRB. See you in a few.
Bro, not this again.
Alright. Let's be more devoted, chat. Shoop? Exactly. Well, you did now. Gritty Kumquat says shoop because shoes and wine make shoop. Wine soup.
咻咻咻！爸爸来打猎了。今天森林里
Rouchy
出现了一只好大好大的山猪，爸爸的弓箭准准命中山猪的脚，山猪好生气，它冲了过来，用力把爸爸撞倒了。回家后，小女儿莎莎不眠不休地照顾爸爸，但是爸爸的身体总是好痛好痛，帮爸爸擦药、喝汤都没有用。躺在床上好多天好多夜，爸爸的病都好不起来，莎莎难过的睡不着了。她决定要出门寻找治好爸爸的方法。
I mean, Red Candle's on a different level, Greedy. And I'm gonna say something that is a cold take, that is uncontroversial. Red Candle Games should develop the next Silent Hill. based on their work on detention and devotion, give them Silent Hill. They fucking understand psychological horror far better than most devs, and they sure as shit understand it and subtlety way more than Bloober Team.
莎莎翻山越岭，到了丰饶神的宫殿。丰饶神的宫殿是一座金色的大房子，在森林的正中央，大门就开着，只要是森林的居民都可以自己进去。
I mean, Grady, that's why I called it a cold take and an uncontroversial opinion. Although I'm sure somebody out there is probably going to be like, no, they do, no, that'd be bad. They'd be bad. Oh, cute Jeer. Jeer doesn't know subtlety. Tell you what subtlety isn't, it isn't Borderlands 4.
求求你，治好我爸爸的病。丰饶神说，这是一种神奇的花，只要它盛开，再严重的病痛都会痊愈。
That's no shade to you, Jeer. That's shade to Borderlands 4 and Randy Pitchford and Gearbox.
种子，但是你得用最珍贵的东西灌溉它。丰饶神说
Listen, chat. Randy Pitchford really is the magic man because he makes his fans and the fans of Gearbox and Borderlands just disappear.
莎莎心想，爸爸有说过，全世界最珍贵的神水就在天空树上。莎莎启程了，她走出丰饶神的宫殿，她来到小森林，一路向前。
A greedy one left. Well, then I know who we're raiding when we're done.
捡到一颗好香甜的苹果。现在正是胖胖熊的午餐时间，他最喜欢吃苹果。
Coolio! How's it going, homie? Can we get a shout out for Captain Coolio? We need another apple. Thank you, Jer. Doing alright, playing one of my favorite horror games in recent memory. Lamenting that Red Candle was not chosen to do the next Silent Hill. Oh, I know that will never happen, Jer. Although, to be fair, they did give Silent Hill to No Code, who did Stories Untold. So... Enjoy your Popeyes, though. Oh, this is a mini game within the game, Coolio. The real game is a first-person horror game. Hold on, chat. Somebody's at the front door. God damn it. I love it. BRB. You might have, Coolio, but also you might not have. Sorry about that. Somebody was trying to sell us mulch. Because this game was actually, it got removed from Steam. It got pulled from Steam because of China, Coolio. You can only buy it from the developer's website. There isn't even a console version. Even though I'm sure the devs would want to make a console version since Detention was on console. All over a meme, Coolio. China got the game banned because of a meme. Uh-huh. No fun allowed.
对啊，小鸟要吃饭才会长大。
可不可以给他们吃我的巧克力？巧克力比较好吃，我要给他们吃我的巧克力。
Hi, Jojo.
怎么会？神水竟然早就已经干掉了，没有最珍贵的水，就没有办法让花开了。爸爸不忍心看莎莎这么难过，把她叫来床边，告诉她：“没事了，没事了，爸爸只是要睡着了。只要你好好的，爸爸什么都不怕。”莎莎难过的哭了，她的眼泪滴在泥土上，渐渐的，土里冒出嫩芽，嫩芽长出枝叶， 枝叶开出花苞，花苞绽放成一朵美丽的郁金香。原来，女儿就是他最珍贵的东西。爸爸的病好了，为了感谢丰饶神，父女两人一起把花种到土里。山坡上开了好多好多的郁金香，丰饶神也好开心。从此以后，莎莎和爸爸一起照顾这片花海，永远开开心心的生活在一起。
Tulip folded out of paper. Friday Scenic Trip, Dr. Shin Hong's column. Melancholy is a precursor to anxiety. Sudden changes in living environment can exacerbate condition. I don't know if I read these. Prize singer retires from spotlight to devote life to family. Gong Li Fang says farewell to entertainment business. Recent movie Fluttering Feathers premieres on the big screen, panned by critics nationwide for being extremely anticlimactic and having a poor script. Julio, you love commercials about, I think it was cough medicine, cough drops. I don't know. Hope it blossoms beautifully in the future. I love where people have to see commercials about people being happy while they explain all the life-threatening effects of the medicine. Yeah, it's great. Mother-in-law's letter. To my beloved daughter, Li Fang, marriage is a process of growth and learning. Disputes between husband and wife are inevitable. Your father and I also walked this path. Life can be messy, relationships erratic, but with old age you begin to foster acceptance. If you choose to leave and come home, however, word will certainly get around. As a celebrity, no doubt you know how damaging gossip can be. Your child is still young and needs to have a proper family. I urge you to reconsider your rash decision and think of her well-being. I know he can be stubborn sometimes, but you don't have to clash with him on every little thing. Let bedroom quarrels stay in the bedroom. Minor disputes can always be taken care of civilly out of sight. Take care, Mom. Ah, Jesus. I don't know if there's a jump scare there, but it was loud. Communication between child and parent is crucial. Do not neglect to show affection. Cooley, I'm starting to think I won't get a duplicate Evelyn, and that makes me sad. Makes me very sad. There's only a handful of days left. And only a handful of pulls that I can earn.
今天我的病还是没有好，又要一整天躺在床上，真的好讨厌。但是有一个好事，那就是爸爸送了我一个礼物，是一本故事书。睡觉的时候，他一句一句的念给我听，我还在上面乱画，把故事改得很好笑，好好玩。爸爸教我折故事里的那种花，色纸用完了，我们就拿爸爸不要的稿纸来用。一开始折得很丑，可是爸爸很认真教我，真的好开心。而且折了很多魔法的郁金香后，我的呼吸就变得很顺，真的好神奇哦。我偷偷把最漂亮的一朵藏在书里面，这样下场念故事的时候，爸爸就会看到了。
Script, tulip, close up. In the faint candlelight, the husband sits disheartened at his writing desk. Husband monologue. Ugh, I can't think of anything. Am I reaching the limits of my creativity? Close up. Outside the room, the child sits on the floor, folding with a piece of paper. The husband glances over and notices that it's one of his rejected scripts. Husband angry. Hey, put that down this instant. The husband rushes forward, grabs the paper, and finds it has been folded into a flower. Child, father, look, I made this tulip for you. With mixed feelings, the husband takes the paper flower. These papers that were despised by the word were treasures in the eyes of his child. Card relief fragment 2. There's a man card on it. But we have more to do. Yeah, I know. I mean, granted, this is only the second time she's run, but I just want her now. Because then in the future, I could maybe get her to, you know, M2 or M3 or M4 like a fucking idiot. My best girl for ZZZ deserves the best. Did I put the record in there too? This can't be used here. Daily Dexitry origami tulips. That's where we need to go. I haven't been to 1986 yet, though. Might actually break the devotion up into 2 segments, like 2 streams, because I'm starting to feel a little tired and hungry.
挑战者小朋友呢，歌声相当的优美，情绪也相当的投入。尤其是码头姑娘最困难的几个地方呢，都感觉不到杜美心小朋友有任何的失误，真的是相当的不容易。希望你可以继续加油。第一个小朋友呢，已经连续卫冕4次了，每一次都在给我们很大的惊喜。今天所演唱的《寻寻觅觅》呢，其实相当不容易。我当评审10几年来，第一次听到小朋友来演唱，还唱得这么的好。两个人的实力确实是在伯仲之间，难分胜负。
好的，休息一下，进广告，广告回来就好。
Repeat. Blurred photo, nothing can be made out. Shame this shot didn't come out well. Wish I could have retaken it. Tale of Sigu Guanyin Ascendance. The farmer turned the snake's body into a medicinal wine as directed by the serpent. As soon as he drank the medicine, the novice monk recovered completely. At this time, Sigu Guanyin descended upon the countryside. Sigu Guanyin had sensed the spirit serpent's virtuous deed. Though it was a mere beast, Sigu Guanyin was impressed by the serpent's ultimate sacrifice, and so bestowed upon the serpent the title of guardian. Henceforth, whenever Sigu Guanyin helped the denizens of the world, the striped serpent, a spirit serpent, always followed close behind. Sigu Guanyin Legend 17. The story is recorded in the Sigu Legends chapter of the Sigu Sutras. And many believers have professed to seeing a figure of a snake accompanying all appearances. By Sigu Guanyin.
休息一下，进广告。广告回来之后，跟我跑跳跑跑球，到底最请你关牛排。
I think I was looking today or yesterday, and I think it said like 7. I think. Don't quote me on that. Not a lot. If I remember correctly, I'm not even too I know Jujufuru is rerunning next patch or the patch after, which surprised me because she's really recent, but whatever. My dream, Dume Shin. My dream is to become a child star because my mom is a superstar. When she sings, I sing along, and daddy and mommy say I sing very well. I hope I can sing to everyone on TV one day, so I go to singing class every week. I often participate in singing competitions. My father says as long as I work hard, everyone will hear me sing. I also want to go out and play with my parents. They are always so busy every day. When I grow up, I will take them out for fun all the time.
You 你看，我把旗袍找出来了，洗一洗应该还能穿吧？赖导他答应了，他说现在还来得及加个角色。
什么意思？
啊，我不是说过了吗？房租、水电都快没着落了，要想办法啊。
这样家里怎么办？小孩不顾了吗？你怎么那么自私啊？
不是嘛，家里不会怎么样啊，家里我还是会顾啊。好，我再去跟他说，不去就是了。
Good luck to us both, Coolio.
可是你是有什么好生气的
Jack, can I
我就
get
只是
this?
想要帮忙而已啊。
钱我会处理，男人的事你不用管。
什么叫做男人的事？你算什么男人啊？你整天窝在家里，好手好脚不出去工作，写那么多，还不就赚那几个钱？ 拜托你现实一点好不好？你那种剧本现在已经没有人想要拍了。
好了，不要再扯这些了，我现在不想听。你如果不乱花钱的话，现在不会变成这样。
我乱花钱？怎么不看看你自己啊？你买那一台那么贵的唱机做什么？给谁看啊？ 有事没事就买那些手表、茶壶，还有那一条贵的要命的鱼。
够了没？
哦，还有那个什么供养观音的功德金，每个月一包一包的在给。你要不要连菜钱都给他算了？
你莫名其妙，搞清楚。要是他的保佑，今天美心的病会好吗？你给我闭嘴！
好啊，钱都给观音好了，全家人都跟你一起喝西北风好了。为了家里的开销，你知道我跟我妈拿了多少钱？你说多丢脸！
穿这样出去抛头露面，我不丢脸吗？
你做什么？你干嘛？还我！
Good luck, Coolio. I believe in you.
尤其是码头姑娘
Become the gotcha master.
都感觉不到杜美心小朋友有任何的事，真的是相当的不容易。希望你可以继续加油。
他还没识破了，不见船入港，他站在码头。
Gotcha Master Coolio, that's what we call you. Yeah, I kind of hate that mentality. You know. But what are you gonna do? I've seen it where it's like, oh, just, you know, just save. Don't get any other character. Eat shit? Eat my ass?
那真的是如真如的哦。好，那现在我们评审老师分数也已经统计完毕了，我们马上就来揭晓。我们卫冕者的星数是1颗、2颗、3颗、4颗、5颗、6颗、7颗星。
好的，紧接着我们来看挑战者所得到的星数是1颗、2颗、3颗、4颗、5颗、6颗、7颗、7颗星。
红星。
那么接下来我们来看分数。
我们卫冕者的分数是85。
Let Coolio get his waifus. That's why they call him Waifu Time Coolio, goddammit. I definitely want to beat at least this chapter. Before I call anything.
现在换每名小朋友上台表演唱歌。
Barking again? For no reason? I love it. Coolio, bum 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 bum, Coolio, bum 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 bum, Coolio, dun 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 dun.
“美心，看前面喽！你不是要送一首歌给爸爸？”
I believe in you, Coolio. You're gonna get every character. My god, it's the monkey boner himself, Jack Sider. How's it going, dude? Thank you for the explosion. Thank you for shouting out Jack's boner. His bonaire. You can, yes. At least Jack can. Jack's boner. You'll get caught up in the Jack's boner. Jack's boner. Yeah. You cut it out. I wonder if the number is on that. Give me a second. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we did that. Got the red shoes and the vinyl record. Saw the travel guide. We added the red shoes. Got the marble. We did that. Suitcase key. We got the storybook. Yeah. Origami tulip. We did that. Did the camera lens. Oh, I missed something. Okay. Any booty blower uppers in chat, dude? Former star Li Fang's progeny out of luck. Child star Du Mei Shin loses winning streak. Drops out of Sunday showing. Viewers concerned about Mei Shin's future prospects. Lovers quarrel inside Du Fengyu and Gong Li Fang's rocky relationship. Personal lives clash, each cited at multiple events alone. Oh, it was this. Yeah. Li Feng's famous red Kui Pao dress from when she was popular. It's been sliced and torn. Jack's got a jork. Jorkin with Jack. You know, that could be the name of your podcast. Jorkin with Jack, dude. Oh, wrong door. Jork cider, you'll get caught up in the Jork cider. Jork cider, you'll get caught up in the Jork cider. Oh, God. I'm a sleepy boy, dude. I'm just so sleepy. Daily dexitry. Origami tulips. No, we read that. Wine, the essence of earth and water as it circulates within. Your chi is connected, your body warmed, and the chill forced out. Yeah, instead of Thursday, even though Thursday's the streak day,
9月19日，天气晴。
I'm gonna do
一
the
个人
pivot
在家
tomorrow.
的时候，我也觉得很害怕，越想越紧张，然后就会跟以前一样，头好痛，不能呼吸，一直发抖和咳嗽。好久没有这样了，不知道为什么。明明同学大家都好好的，但我就会想很多，很担心会有不好的事情，常常吸不到空气的感觉，睡不着。 在想说，睡着以后可能就醒不来了。睡不着的时候，爸爸都会带我去找何老师。感冒或身体不舒服的时候，爸爸也会带我去那里拜拜。因为我以前病得最重的时候，是给何老师看过才好起来的，所以爸爸很信任何老师。妈妈说不要太相信那个，可是爸爸相信，所以我也相信。 我要努力，赶快好起来。
Dad once again barking for nothing. Love makes a family, script 6. Wife, sweetheart, you are our treasure. You must realize mother and father have staked our future on you. When we are old and can no longer walk, you will be there to provide for us, right? Child, understood, mother. View of the wife's ornamental crest, silk garb, and gilded shoes. Promise, mother, that you'll achieve renown, and these valuable items will be yours. Thank you, mother. I promise. I will not take your wish lightly. When I grow up, I will give back what is due, and more. You will live the life of abundance. The wife is very pleased. She believes the struggle and efforts poured into the past years will be worth it in the end. Jork and cider. Jorky got a jork.
我们卫冕者的分数是84、85、86、87、87、88、88、89、89分。
好的，那我们挑战者所得到的分数是84、85、86、87、88、88，再来88，再来88、88、88，还有没有再来一分88、88、88、88，再来一分88、88。好的，那我们挑战者所得到的分数是84、85、86、87、88。
For my birthday that year, Mei Shin played Home Sweet Home. The date at the bottom reads 0716.
所得到的分数是84、85、86、87、88。
Never forget, all illness can be eliminated. All suffering originates from the evil within us. Smiling under the lens. Text Du Feng Yu. Think of the Guts theme. Oh my god, a padlock that actually fucking works properly? Holy shit, dude. What are these, competent devs? Yes, Red Candle's very competent. Goo goo gaga, motherfucker. Hey, you cut that out. I'm a baby.
3月24日，天气晴。大衣柜是我的秘密基地。每次叔叔阿姨来的时候，爸爸妈妈都会叫我去打招呼。但是我觉得陪客人聊天好麻烦，我不喜欢被问那些问题，也不知道要讲什么，所以我都躲起来等他们走掉。在衣柜里面，我可以小声唱歌，反正没有人在听，所以我都乱唱。我觉得在衣柜里，我唱的比在台上还好听。要是比赛都办在衣柜里就好了，这样就不会在大舞台上发抖，也没有人会在台下用力盯着我。
为什么不唱？
Birthday garb, or birthday grab, rather. Mountain Path exterior. Hearing news of the child's first birthday, distant friends and relatives come to celebrate. When you mature, you'll definitely be accomplished. You can become an imperial officer, or you can be a merchant. Being a doctor is good. How about a general? You will be prosperous, gain notoriety, acquire prestige. They all take turns to touch the child's head as a blessing of luck, as a token of safety. Any safety tokens in chat, dude? I think... No, excuse me. I think we're done with the chapter. Which is good. Because I sleep. Episode 3773, script finale. The husband, wife, and son gather at the dining table, enjoying each other's companies. Father, did you... The headmaster praised me highly today. Husband, the jade bangle you got, very beautiful. The neighbors have been admiring my looks. The husband is delighted. Young one, you're quite the scholar. Don't you want to go out and play? Of course I want to, but I promised to work achieve, in order to repay father and... To be frank, I don't need a life of luxury. I don't need expensive garments or food. Even in this messy cottage, living with you is... The husband looks on, gratified. Hey, you cut that out. Okay, fine. We'll walk into the darkness. Oh, I can't. Hey! Hey, you cut that out. Jork Cider. Oh, we could die. Reloading last checkpoint. I didn't think... I completely forgot that there was death in this game. Oh, hey, what do you know? Sorkin cider. Away from me. Goddamn spooky ghost. Seducing our women. Oh, she was over there. I don't like that. And how do I get out of here? I'm ED. And hungry. Feels like we're in a maze. Oh, there we go. Fuck you, Ghosty. That happened to me the other day.
欢迎朋友们回来我们的节目现场。今天邀请到的特别来宾是好久不见的玉女歌手巩立芳小姐。立芳，恭喜你要复出了。
是啊，谢谢刘大哥。
国民女星回来了，这可真是个大消息。我相信听众朋友们一定都非常的开心，大家都非常的想你。不过同时，应该也都跟我一样很好奇，究竟是什么原因让你决定继续回来拍戏的？
还是有太多难以割舍的事吧，一言难尽。
你先生难道没有对这件事表达什么意见吗？
岂止有意见啊，根本大发雷霆。我想他最在乎的就是他那张薄薄的面子吧。
这么说会不会有一点太苛刻了？
苛刻。我努力让这个家还有家的样子，他呢，整天包红包给那个老师，花大钱去买那些怪东西，到处烧香，到处贴符，把家里弄得越来越邪门。还说我被不好的东西附上了，要我去向观音忏悔。你能想象吗？被自己的丈夫当成妖魔鬼怪。美心从小就爱黏着爸爸，父女俩3天2头就往老师那边跑，我根本没办法，所以我决定，这次演出之后，我要带着一家子离开那里，去一个平静点、单纯点的地方。
Oh boy. Saving.
杜风雨，我好怀念我们一家人简单开心的日子。
The last 2 chapters might wind up being like super short, but I'm fading fast, guys. So we're gonna call it once we finish this chapter, which I think is going through the door. And I'm hungry. The lighter isn't needed here.
真是美心的忠实歌迷呢。
Oh no.
爸，妈妈什么时候会回来？妈妈去哪里？我真的好想妈妈哦。Medical order, patient's x-ray and blood work analysis normal, no physical ailments observed, recommend referral to psychiatric department.
我女儿才不是神经病！
All right, we got a save point, so I am quitting for now. Maybe back later tonight if I'm feeling spicy. Shouldn't you be in bed, Grunkles? Bunker? I hardly know her. I don't believe you. I believe you're in a bounce house.
I got that dog in me.
喂，杜先生，我是何老师。我听说了，美心这次真的有这么严重吗？你别慌，赶快带来给我看。我们请示慈姑观音，求求看有没有解。不要担心，照我说的做。上一次治好了，这一次一定也可以。
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
「山南渡风雨在此，为爱女杜美心请命。爱女受扼杀侵扰，魂不附体，恭请慈姑观音大士治煞收魂。」
杜先生，你有没有看到什么？
Let's fucking go.
有看到烛火吗？那是美心的元神。烛火怎么样？火在闪烁，代表他现在魂不附体。还有看到什么？有看到美心吗？那你要找，看有没有你女儿的痕迹。 看有没有可以通行的地方。
Oh boy. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I remember something horrifically violent happens pretty soon. Like shockingly violent.
有光就跟着光走。 有看到什么就讲出来，看看有没有美心留下的东西。你看到什么？纸船？船是不是漂在水上？水是慈姑观音在引路，跟着我念：水能通灵。 船为摆渡，恭请慈姑观音引路。现在嘞，放水灯的河流有没有可以通行的地方？河上有沙洲，沙洲是慈姑观音的化身，它要当你的路，你走过去。
Oh boy. So we're gonna finish off devotion then probably right now. Gotta set up some shit for tomorrow. And then tomorrow post-stream we'll get to working on the thing, because I think the shock arm that I ordered should be arriving tomorrow. Then I'll start recording the thing. Hopefully get it out before the weekend. Also, the game is now getting really loud. So we're gonna lower it a bit. Thankfully, for that Resident Evil Legacy thing with the raffle, overwhelming majority of the games can be beaten really quickly.
那是通天梯，跟着我念心咒，恭迎慈悲观音，度世灵显四方。恭迎慈悲观音，度世灵显四方。恭迎慈悲观音，度世灵显四方。
Thanks.
杜先
Of
生
course,
这是地狱惩罚罪人的地方。这边和你没有关系，
through
不要碰任何东西，赶快走过去。
Resident Evil 6 single player is going to be a long and tedious slog, so I'm probably just going to blitz through it on easy difficulty with infinite weaponry to mitigate that bullshit. Because that game is too fucking long, and that game is a goddamn slog. I might also do 5 on easy as well, even though I like 5. Just to mitigate shit. Cam, how's it going, dude? It's going. Oh, very cool. Is this the original Suspiria or the remake? Well, I hope you have a good time. I like that movie score and cinematography, but I hate the writing. But we're going to be watching it in the Discord anyway, along with the remake, which I don't know how I feel about the remake either. I like its score and cinematography. I wouldn't say I hate its writing, it's just very weird. Very barbarian for me. Oh, very cool.
那边有你的元成功，你的元神就在里面。等一下，你要用元神去感应慈姑观音。
So for RE1 and RE2, we're only going to go through one campaign.
看到门了吗？进了门之
And in
后
Two's
就要
case,
靠你自己。
1A,
不管
1B
遇到什么
scenario.
都不要理他。
But if we can
有什么事
finish
情就念慈姑观音的心咒。
all the games fast enough, then we will do the remainders. Otherwise, we'll save them for RE Legacy Part 2, maybe.
Hey. Hey.
Classic. I knew Greedy found me boring. Beautiful. Have a good night.
杜风雨，看这里，是我啊。几年不见都不记得我了吗？
Yeah, that's why they named him Dr. Gregory House, because it's a tribute to Sherlock Holmes. Do you get it, though?
那女孩好喜欢。
Thank you for shouting out, Greedy.
天天盯着她看，每次掉了一片花瓣，她就拔自己的指甲去重新完美它。花黄了，枯了，她就拿自己的血来浇。 终于让小花开花结果，她就是那么宝贝它。可是我告诉你，小花终究是小花，结了果以后，她承受不了重量，终于还是被压死。很遗憾吧？ 但我们都是作者，不是吗？现在还有机会救他， 去吧，就在前面，去挽回你的希望。
Just realized I was muted. I always knew Greedy found me boring. Thank you for shouting out, Greedy. And yeah, we're gonna do Chris on PS1 and Jill in the GameCube remake, and then Claire A, Leon B for PS1, RE2, Leon A, Claire B for RE2 remake. There's enough time, then we'll do the opposites. We also got a key for a brand new game called Lacerator that comes out on the 9th, and we can't stream it until the 9th, so we'll stream it on the 9th. And we have another little thingy thing gonna be happening on next Thursday. Dear.
恭迎慈姑观音，度世明显四方。
陆先生，你的坚定驱除了那些魔障，现在慈姑观音亲自显身，美心的魂就在这里。你要诚心对慈姑观音发愿，来帮助你的女儿。
Now again, I don't remember exactly what it is, but I do remember that something shockingly violent is going to be happening very soon.
女杜美心受因果业所困，心神蒙蔽，此父杜风雨发愿，愿现我光明，化爱女心头阴霾。
Here we go. Yeah. I'm glad Kel's not here, because I forgot that this was eye trauma. Can't pick it up, right? Yeah. Jeery, weary, quite contrary. Also, I'm not entirely sure if these scenes are literal, like, stuff he literally did to himself to try to save his daughter.
爱女杜美心受因果业所困，哑然失声。此父杜风于法院，愿献我口舌，还爱女天来割舍。
接下来是最后的祈愿，从哪里开始的，就回到那里做结。
受因果业所困，凤凰折翼，此父杜风于法院，愿献我心血，救爱女飞黄腾达。
现在算是完成了。最后诚心的叩拜慈姑观音，只要慈姑观音感应到了，一切就会圆满。
Guanling Rite. Spiritual linking. The Guanling Rite is a ritual that has been passed down for centuries. With the guidance of a spirit medium, it is possible to chant an incantation and enter the spirit realm. Yuan Chen Palace resides in a person's inner conscience. By observing their own Yuan Chen Palace, one can balance their soul, strengthen their aura, and predict the shape of their fate. To initiate the Guanling Rite, one must first write down their address and horoscope. The spirit medium will answer any questions and guide the host to their intended answer. Common questions include asking about one's career, fortune, health. If somebody is seriously ill, they can also ask for healing and recovery. Ritual consultation notes. Seeing a sandbank equals related to water. Lotus, linking the subject to the souls of the underworld. Seeing the lotus sink underwater, subject must be immersed in liquid. Offering blood in a bowl, pour the wine into the container. No water. Mentor's suggestions. Wine warms the body, forces out the cold. A wine bath is good for the body. Bathing in the brew promotes medicinal effectiveness, allowing it to flow through the meridian system. Siguguanyin will send the spirit serpent into the body of all who bathe in this wine, spreading its power to heal all physical ailments. Suggested ritual steps. The invoker covers his eyes with a red cloth, which lets him connect to his soul in the spirit world. Prepare a bottle of pure wine. Do not mix with water. Sorghum-based liquors are optimal. Place spirit serpent inside. The invoker offers up his blood in a container, a soul for a soul. Place the subject in the container. Subject leaves the container anew. Kneel and pray to show gratitude to Siguguanyin. Subject will depart container alone when fully recovered. Nobody under any circumstances shall interrupt the ritual. Consultation recording. This game is such a fucking gut-wrenching, heartbreaking game. I love it.
来，叶妈妈，你再说一次。我们每次这样拜过以后，身体、心理有没有感觉比较好？
是很舒畅，但是
怎么了？
拍谁，我只是想问，对我们家弟弟是不是没有效？他已经重考第2年了，我每天都有在办，都有在求，但是他成绩还是没有变好，是不是要补功的经？需要什么我都可以做，我会更努力办。麻烦老师跟我说要怎么办。
不要紧张，这个一定有方法，我会再教你。拜托，何老。
我想确认一下，你告诉我的方法真的有用吗？
有，一定有。
我都有在念经，可是那女的还是不肯跟他离婚啊。我们都有在一起念了。
我们念这个要真心诚意啊。
真的有念了，有缴钱，到底？
你这个神棍，那个符根本没有用啊！
先生，我有录起来哦。
10年来，我每个月都缴这么多钱，大小事都办。你不是说植物观音什么都帮吗？我爸也相信你，后来才没去做化疗。你明明说可以多活2年的，现在人都走了，你最好解释清楚，不然我一定告你。
I think that's it. On the cassette side. Guess we can always start the Resident Evil shenanigans. Depending on how long it takes us to beat this. I know we're really close to the end, though. But if it is only... I'm starting to think that, like, there was only, like, a half an hour of gameplay footage. Or a half an hour of gameplay left. If that's the case. Feel a little silly. Allowing my tiredness and hunger to get the better of me when we're so close to the end. And either way, in VOD form, I'm just going to stitch these 2 streams together.
喂，杜先生。好，你听我说，你先把19准备好。你家有没有浴缸？ 哟。好，那就在厕所就可以了。叫美心听话，照我说的做，一定会好。别担心，要坚定，心诚则灵，你知道吗？喂，你好。哦，陆先生哦。啊，是，我知道。这个哦，我跟你说，你不用紧张，这种事情急不得。这个仪式本来就是轻者当日，重者7日见效。你要对美心有信心，你要有耐心啊，不要去打扰她，让她慢慢泡，不要开厕所门，好吗？好，那你有问题再打来，我都在，我一定帮忙啊。
Drawing done by Mei Shen. Much garbage. Wednesday, October 7th. Hey! This is what a coincidence. This was not planned. That's kind of neat.
9月29日，下雨天，妈妈很久没有回家了，我很想她。我忍耐不要哭，可是越忍，胸口越不舒服。有一天，就开始不能呼吸了。爸爸说这次不用看医生，明天我们去看何老师，病马上就会好。但是爸爸一定不知道，我已经有治好病的方法了。我已经折了好多郁金香了，还差一点点就可以放满整个房间了。可惜爸爸最近都忙着拜拜念经，没办法陪我一起折。只要折到和故事里一样多的郁金香，我的病一定就会好了。病好后，我要继续练唱，变得更厉害，唱得更好。然后总有一天，一定会实现我的生日愿望。变成大明星，让爸爸妈妈一起坐在电视机前面看我唱歌，大家开开心心的聚在客厅。我好喜欢那个时候哦。
是梦到这里，失望的人这次没能红了眼眶。我们让大海淹没了嘴，享受着心酸。纷乱的光线里，我闭上眼去看。 随时和人生，你会不会还是坦率地笑着我的荒唐？
It's great when you hear your cat getting into a ruckus in the other room. Really emotional moment in the game. I'm gonna look into it when the game's over.
享受着心酸，腐烂的光线里，闭上眼去看。我还想和你谈论宇宙和天空，或是沙滩里的随时和人生。你会不会还是坦率地笑着我的荒唐？无处混乱，又无处赦免我。
Very beautiful song. For a incredibly gut-wrenching game.
爸爸，我们回家吧。
I was saying earlier, I hadn't really... Oh, is this credits? I felt similar beating this on the first time that I felt to beating the original Silent Hill 2. The credits start, I'm gonna go check on the cat to see what the fuck the cat is doing. Because I hear a ruckus. Yep, alright. 2 seconds.
不见船如歌，他站在码头，遥望着北方，青丝飞上白霜，心还惦着他，心里没说的那句回答，傻傻的姑娘那一朵花，等着他回来，小小的嘴藏不住话，都唱成情歌，青山依旧，岁月如常。
Yeah, it knocked something off the counter. I just realized also that the lyrics are being not picked up because of the bars. I apologize. But still, you know, songs don't necessarily need lyrics to read. But yeah, I adore this fucking game. It's not something I can really replay often, just due to the nature of how it plays and everything like that, but still. Yeah, we'll start, we'll do Resident Evil 1 tonight, after a BRB. Yeah, so for those also who were here earlier, and are kind of a little lost, the basic concept is you had a famous screenwriter husband and a famous actress wife, although the wife retired from acting. And they had a child, and they kind of had expectations that the child would become a famous singer, and the child wanted that as well, but the child started to get sick. It's heavily implied that the sickness stems from like panic, like it's panic and stress induced, like asthma and whatnot. They kept taking the kid to the doctors, and the doctors finally said, she needs psychiatric treatment. She needs to see a psychiatrist. Because there's nothing physically wrong with her. And the father kind of refused, insisting that, if he did that, you'd be like, his daughter being insane or something like that. So he pivoted to alternative medicine through a cult. And started spending all of his money there, which led to the wife kind of stepping away from the family to get some money as an actress to help out. And during that time, the daughter suffered another panic attack, and the father did a last-ditch ritual involving locking his daughter in the bathroom in a bathtub filled with rice wine, and the daughter died instead of getting healed. Like I said, gut-wrenching shit. And presumably the game is like, I don't know, his mental state after the fact, and or, maybe him dead in the afterlife, and his guilt over the fact that he basically got his daughter killed. It's really heavy shit. But I love that game. I love it. Go play it. All right, I'm going to go on a BRB. And then we're going to dive into Resident Evil 1, the PS1 version played through PlayStation 5. It's part of RE Legacy. I wanted to do it tomorrow, but I was expecting like maybe a little more of the game left. So I kind of regret ending stream earlier. Whatever. See you in a few.
Chat, what's this guy's address?